Mazel tov, Rabbi Wilhelm, on your acquisition of a new house. I hope that there's a makkah, a fence around your house, as you're living with the times and you bought a new house, living with a parsha. Anyway, now that you have this beautiful, new, expansive dwelling, Dir Anah gives you Archava Sadah, so now we expect even more beautiful Divrei Torah, more inspiring, more profound, deeper. I hope you will be able to deliver and share with us something with this new state of mind.
Yes, thank you, Ben Zion. In this week's Parsha, Bashkacha Pratis, Kisivne Bayis Chadash, we Baruch Hashem entered into our new home, and the Eibishter should help bless us that we should have a base vad lachachamim here. Anyways, let's jump right into the Parsha. The Parsha, we are now in the Elul mode, and there is a tremendous lesson. One of the Rosh Tevis for the month, name of the month Elul, is, we know the famous one, Ani l'doidi v'doidi li. There's another one, Umal Hashem alekecha es levavcha ve'es levav zarecha. Es levavcha ve'es levav zarecha. Es levav is Rosh Tevis Elul. So I read from Rav Moshe Feinstein, he says, what's the significance of that? What's the connection to Elul? The connection to Elul is that a person, when he gets into this great mode of tshuva and Torah and tefillah, don't only do it yourself. Remember, it's not only es levavcha. You have to include, make sure es levav zarecha, that your family and all the people that you know also get included into this. Also find a way to grow in their Yiddishkeit, which I thought was a tremendous lesson. There is a Mishnah, there is a halacha in this week's Parsha that can help us out understand this. Even though Gemara clearly says the mitzvah, this concept was never, and almost impossible to be, but yet deroish v'kabel schar. Yet you talk about it, learn about it, and you'll get reward. In other words, there's many lessons you can learn from this, and it will help you in life. And that is the mitzvah of Ben Soira Ramoira. So I want to share with you 3 concepts in chinuch, es levavcha ve'es levav zarecha, that Chassidish Svarim speak about when they teach the halachas, the musagim, the concept of Ben Soira Ramoira. One of them is, I read that we all know that we have to be a living example. We is either the parents or the teachers have to be a living example. And when the example is correct, then it trickles down and has an effect on the children. If you are not a dugma chaya, you can't demand from your children to be better than you are when they see that you're living it up. That this is two limudim you have from the Ben Soira and Moira. In one Chassidish sefer it says that he twists the words, but it's a lesson. It's a kiyel ish ben soider, when a person will have, God forbid, a rebellious son. You know why he has that rebellious son? Because umoira einenu shemeh b'kol aviv v'kol imay. Because the teacher that you sent him to is not somebody that keeps Torah mitzvahs, doesn't listen to Torah. Aviv is Torah shebiksav, imay is Torah shebapeh. You know that it's not going to help. The Yisroi, so you'll warn him, you'll scream at him, and nothing is going to help, because the teacher is implanting in him things that are negative. And that's why the Frierdiker Rebbe said, put so much effort that the teacher should be Yirei Shamayim. That's one level, one lesson. The second lesson is about the parent. The parent is, sometimes we scream at the kids and we and tell them, why don't you daven hoichaf and koil? So when the kid turns to the father and watches the father daven, he says, he's done. So in another Chassidish sefer he says, Ki yi'ish ben soira meir. Why? He was telling him daven, but einenu shemeya b'kol aviv. He doesn't hear his father davening so nicely. So therefore, that's also a lesson how we have to behave as a way of a dugma chaya. And then there is a third lesson, which I just heard, and I thought it was a beautiful, beautiful lesson. and that is Kiyelish Ben. If you have a son, a good son, he's not a rebellious son. He's just a regular good kid, and he's a good kid. He grew up in your family. He's doing whatever, maybe a hint of stelik or whatever. For Yeshua, I say, you're always choking him and screaming him and warning him. That's not the way to work. That's not a way of chinuch. Chinuch is not choking the children. Chinuch is a way of showing by example and showing it with love. And when you do that, in Musar Sfarim it says that there's many ways how you can make a kinyan. Now, one of the strongest kinyanim is mishicha, drawing the thing. Drawing the item is even a better kinyan than lifting the item or chazaka or with might. Drawing him in is a stronger kinyan than doing things with strength. And on top of that, even in drawing the kid in or the item in, there's different ways how you could do it. You could either take it by a leash and drag it, or just call it by name. If you want to buy an animal, if you call it by name, or you whistle to it and it follows your direction, that's also a kinyan. So when a father or a teacher does things with love, and he draws the children in, he draws the students in, and he does it with love, and he does it with care, and he lives the life of a real Torah Yid, a Chassidish Yid as a Dugma Chaya, that is the old